So we'll be watching the movement of when last week, this week in fact. Which week is this one? This is this Sunday, 23 February, right? Yeah, so we'll be focusing on this movement, right? We'll be back testing together, right? And we have key things to focus on, right? Let me tell you. Let me show you what we're gonna focus on, right? Quite very simple. We're gonna focus on what? On equal highs, right? We're gonna focus on equal highs and equal highs. What else? Breaking with full body, right? The body of your breaking with full body. I wanna show you something. The trend. I'm preparing you so that next time when you backtest alone, you'll be the best, right? Right. The trend and power of 3. What is power of 3? We're talking of manipulation. Let me do this so that it does not. We're talking of manipulation, right? Speaking of manipulation, in fact, it starts with what? Consolidation, right? After consolidating, what does it do? Comes to manipulation. After manipulation, we go to distribution. Simple. Simple, right? Speaking of equal highs, right? Breaking with full body, the trend. Speaking of the trend, right? And speaking of power of 3, right? Right. So what are equal highs? I wanna make it very interesting and simple. I'm gonna draw them just right here. Equal highs is when the market is free, things like this. Highs that are equal, and it comes back, it takes them out, goes to the downside. So we say these are our equal highs, right? Vice versa. Simple. I hope you understand me when I say vice versa. Why do I say vice versa? Let me show you why I'm saying vice versa. Right? Equal highs or equal what? Lows. The market trade what? Equal lows. Come back, take them out, and deliver it. And what do? You just mark them out like this. These are your what? Equal lows. Let me change this song. Symbol. So we got equal lows, right? Taken out, delivered to the upside, right? Alright. And mind you see the music I'm playing. I'm in Eastern Cape. I'm the only person who's playing this kind of music. So they think, hey, what be kweja. But no problem. So we got equal lows taken out to the upside, right? Meaning here we'll be talking of what? Equal lows and equal. Let me put this here. And equal lows and equal highs, right? Simple. That's it. This is what? Equal lows. This one. We had what? Equal highs, right? Very simple. Nagatseba wena auski misala fere dawe. Hey, what the fuck? Simple. Thank you very much. So after here, I'll be teaching you about what? Breaking with what? With full body. Take your time and learn this. We're gonna still back test together, right? Right. Breaking with what? With a full body. Simple. Let me show you what is breaking with a full body, right? Simple. Let me show you. I'm gonna draw it right here. Right. So the market has been doing what? It's been consolidating the whole day, right? Right. And before manipulation, in fact, the manipulation, when it manipulates with what? With a wick, not what? A full body. Please understand this one. Why a wick? So that the market comes down and do what? Continues to the downside. right? Right. What do I mean when I say it must break with only a week, not a full body, right? Let me make an example of what is a full body. So the market, when it breaks these highs here, the highs of what? The highs of London during, this is our New York session, right? When it breaks the high of London, the high of Asia, right? What do? You want to see it breaking with what? With a full body or a only a week, right? Right. So to show that this market will go to the downside, it must only break with what? With a week. Otherwise, if it breaks with the body, right? I want to show you something. If it breaks with the body, the way I trust this laptop, I know you don't hear the music behind. I know you hear the music. The thing is, I know you will hear me perfect. So it must break with what? With a body or a week. So when it breaks with the body, right? It's what? It's a nice perfect indication. What does it indicate? Right? It indicates continuation to the upside. It breaks with the body, it indicates what? Continuation to the upside. But it breaks with only a week, it indicates that it was only collecting what? Liquidity. How do we see a body and this? How do we see when the market breaks with a body and a week? You do not need to check it on 1 minute, on 2 minutes, on 3. No, those are very low time frames. Go to 15 minutes and monitor it breaking the high, right? Right. This is breaking with the full body symbol. Please watch this video again and again and again. Right? Right. So we'll be talking of what is so called the trend. Right? What is our overall what? Our overall trend. The trend. Right? Let's watch this market. What's our overall trend here? From here to here, what is the trend here? The market is going to the downside, right? When this market is going to the downside, right, what is it that is important to us? Shit, I'm the best. I'm teaching you so that you be the best. What is it that is important to us when this market is going to the downside? The highs. Speaking one of the best, right? I want you to understand this in a simplest manner to extend where you excel next time alone, right? Right. So what is it that is important to us here? Speaking of the trend, right? The highs are important to us. Very important. Why? I'm giving you the whole strategy. Look at this, right? Look at this, right? Uh-huh. How many highs you do? People in my private mentorship. Everyone who's in my private mentorship. Um the video is there. You got all this and I'm just doing this. Don't be mad at me. I'm just doing this so that others can, you see. I don't want to see many people broke. So no problem. We're doing what? What is more important to us is the highs, right? Right. Why? Because this is what? A downtrend, right? Right. Let's mark out the highs, right? This is a high, right? Higher. This is another higher low. I want to show you something. I want to show you that I'm not a small child. Look at this. This is another high. This one is beautiful because it had what? Equal highs. Right? Let me turn to this one. Ambulance repairs. Well, I only play Limpopo songs. I wanted this one. What is that song? Not all. Okay, fine, we're back, right? What is important to us is what? The highs, right? Simple. This is for only those who wanna learn. Alright? Alright. So after marking your highs, you watch the market. What kind of highs do you mark? The market will always give you the highs. Look at this, right? We got higher low, lower low, higher low, lower low, higher low, lower low, higher low, lower low, higher low. We created another one, lower low. Varugamba ona More day for wow. Now I don't want to write it like higher, high, higher, low, but this is very simple, right? We got higher, low, lower, low, higher, low, lower, low, higher, low, lower, low, higher, low, lower, low, right? Right. Why am I saying the highs are important to us? Why am I saying that, right? Look at this. Look at this market, what this market is doing. This market took out this high here, right? Taking out this high here, it did what? Continue to the downside, right? Right. Simple. I want to show you again. This market took out what? This high, continue going to the downside. So do you feel what I'm saying? I hope this makes sense to you, right? So this for you, this is very simple. How do you mark out this one? You open your charts, you mark your highs of previous, you mark your previous highs and previous lows, right? I'm giving you gold here, not really gold Excel, but I'm giving you something you can use always, anytime you want. More day for. So we took this high, right? Market aggressively to the downside, and mind you, what is this? These are what? Equal highs. Taking the equal highs, look the delivery to the downside. Is it my first time teaching you about equal highs? No. You to utilize. I don't know. I don't know if you guys did utilize, but me, there's no way I can live this. I live with this. This is my life, man. So I hope we understand each other, right? Right. So let's continue. What else are we going to talk about? Oh, we were talking about the trend, right? Don't worry about that one. We talk about the trend, right? Now let's talk about the power of what? The power of 3. What is power of 3? We're talking of what? We're talking of power of 3. We're talking of what? Consolidation. What is consolidation? This is consolidation. Consolidation. And we want what? Manipulation. After manipulation, we want what? Distribution. So make this make sense, right? Watch this, right? And go and back test. Speaking one of the best, I can never give you things that ain't working. I can never do that. So let's look at London, right? London was consolidating, right? The minute it hits 4:30 as our New York session South African time, right? The market did what? Manipulated. Because let me tell you something, many people, they don't know this, right? And I see many people teaching this, saying manipulation happens during London. Not in all cases. Why? Because every time it hits 4:30, the stocks open, they make sure that they collect the liquidity. They collect liquidity before they take your overall direction. What's overall direction? I'm talking of daily buyers. Like regular. So you understand what I'm saying? So this is simple, right? You stick to what I taught you, right? You mark out your high of London, and what? Your low, right? And again, I want to show you that these things, they correspond. This is like a system. What is a system? They work together. You understand? You know, a gear. That's how they work. Look at this, right? I want to show you something. So speaking of a trend, right? Why I'm saying a trend, it's very important on power of 3. Let me answer you. Speaking one of the best. So a trend, what is this trend? The overall, we're going to the downside. The overall direction, right? We're going to the downside. So since we're going to the downside, right? Right. So obvious that we must take the high, right? The higher side liquidity and deliver to the downside. It is obvious. Why? Because the trend this is a downward trend, right? It's a downtrend. Since it's a downtrend, we must take liquidity up here before we deliver to the downside. You understand what I'm saying? Simple, clear, straight and forward. So the market do what? Takes the high because we're going to the downside. We can't take the low. If we take the low, we'll be forced to take the high before we deliver to the downside. unless we have what we so-called continuation. Speaking one of the best, they can't give you this just like the what happen later. You see what I'm talking about? This is quite very simple, so please use this to your advantage, right? That's it. I removed that one. So I showed you power of 3, right? So let's look at this market. Let's look at this market so that I can teach you what's happening, right? So we're gonna switch on what is called our indicator. This is what is the name of this indicator? Lux Algo Sessions, right? Quite simple. There is no what do we call, there is no mentor like me who can give you all this. You all gonna pay a lot of money for only these things I'm giving you here, and while I'm giving you for free. That's the boring part, right? No problem. Let's look at this, right? We had a consolidation. We are here on power 3. Consolidation, manipulation, right? I prefer the manipulation at what? F4, right? After having the manipulation to the downside, right? Make sure your time is correct. And this is obvious that we're gonna go to the downside because why? Okay, let me delete this thing after. Because why? Equal highs. Taking out the equal highs, deliver it to the downside. Look at this. 6 o'clock, entered inside this 15 minutes FVG. This is a 15 minutes time frame, right? Entered in this 15 minutes FVG and continue to the downside. The way I teach you how to trade, I'd be like, just mark out the high of London. Here's the high of London. You mark it to it out to the downside. You see the power of 3 I'm talking about? Symbol. Another power of 3, consolidation, right? Manipulation, but okay, yeah, they are not equal. We took this high because why? Look at this, they are not equal. After taking this is a high of what? London. I want to show you high of what? London. Look how we took it. Deliver it to the downside. Who is speaking? Speaking one of the best. Bah, the roar. You see what I'm talking about? Very simple. And again, I spoke about the trend, right? What did I say? I said if the trend is downtrend, that if the trend is downtrend, we must go down and make sure that we take liquidity from the upside before we deliver to the downside. Look how the market took the liquidity before deliver to the downside. Does it make sense? Makes sense, right? Right. Consolidation, look at the manipulation, and it gave us what? Beautiful equal highs, delivered to the downside. Meaning, what does this mean? It means the market must come and collect these equal highs. You see what I'm talking about? I'm the best, one of the best. So with only this market, I created enough. I told you many things. This is what happened last week, right? I mean this week, right? So we're gonna go to our 4-hour time frame. We're still teaching, right? And I forgot to emphasize, not only to emphasize, but to talk about the gap. Well, what kind of song is this one? Me, I want the combo. I want to give him another sword. Let me play this one. Let's continue, right? Right, let's go to 4-hour and show you what? Daily bias. I know it's a bit messy, but I don't know what. I know how to make it clean. You see what I'm talking about? Cheve. Mabena. So, speaking of the best, let's look at this, right? I mean, speaking of 4-hour, I know I'm the best. Let's look at this, right? What is it that is important? I said this is a system. They correspond, they work together. It's like a chain, right? What's happening here? We have the trend, which is a downtrend, right? Alright. So we're gonna focus on 4-hour AVGs, right? That gives us what? The directions, right? Look at this for our FVG, how we entered in it, right? Continue to the downside. This for our FVG, right? And continue to the downside. Can you see this? Can you see what I'm talking about? Entered inside for our FVG, going to the downside, right? Going to the downside. The market came back for collecting this liquidity here. Still continue to the downside. We had another for our FVG here, right? This for our FVG, the market's touch inside it and make sure that it comes to this relative highs, right? The minute you see the market extending to the upside like this is because of the relative highs. And what did I say? Most of the time, right? In fact, people ask me what are right fair value gaps. I say go with the trend. Look at this fair value gap here. Let me take this here so that you can see what I'm talking about. Look at this fair value gap here. What did the market do? The market used this fair value gap to come and take out what this equal highs, right? But I don't want you to mind this fair value gap because the trend is going to the downside. Because most of the buy fair value gaps, the market will just pass them like this one here. Speaking one of the best. I know, relax, I'm teaching you. I know everything makes sense. Because why? It's me who's teaching you. Because I'm speaking what I use always. Alright, so this is very simple, straightforward. This is how you get your daily buyers using your 4-hour time frame. Right? So anyone with any question, make sure you text me. Like always, if you want your daily buyers, make sure you're monitoring your 4-hour time frame, 4-hour FVGs. Look at this. The market entered inside this 4-hour, went to the upside. I want to show you things that are there always. This fair value gap here, I know it's very small but very important, right? Market touched inside it to the upside. Market touched inside this FVG to the upside. So, like, you stick with the road, you're never gonna go wrong. You see? Because I'm showing you things that are very important. I'm making you a soldier for tomorrow. Tomorrow you see a fair value gap open, just know that the market, a 4-hour fair value gap that is open, just know that the market will do what? Will respect it. Look at this. I ain't playing when I speak. No. I'm speaking one of the best. So one of the best. Put this in your head, right? Speaking one of the best. Terrori. It's quite simple. And yeah, otherwise I love you all. Make sure if you reach to the end of this video, then I'm happy for you because you shows dedication and discipline, right? I know I can be too boring sometimes, but if you want the information, bear with me. I forgot to highlight this one. You see? Simple. Look at this FVG here. The market testing it here. Look the drop. So you think that no problem. Otherwise, let's sign out and save the video and make sure you download the video, watch the video again and again, and yeah. Otherwise, one of the best. Signing out.